Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going? It's your boy Super Salah back with another video for y'all. And this video has to do with an idea that's been pondering on my head for a while and stuff like that. And I wanted to do my take, my theories, my conclusion on the size of the Marvel multiverse. And while this may sound absurd, crazy, it was just an idea that I've been pondering with for a while. And I just wanted to do it. And I figured why not write out a little script and make this video as good as I can. Because I'm not gonna lie, most of the videos that I have on my channel are not scripted. They're just me just going straight out the wall, So this is actually gonna be a scripted video because it included me doing a bunch of math and going back through everything that I've read of Marvel and stuff like that to see more evidence and stuff like that. And I just wanted to give you guys my take, my thoughts, my theory, and my conclusion on the size of the Marvel multiverse. Let's get into this. The Marvel universe is said to be infinite. While some might not agree with this notion, that's fine. These are fictional worlds, and they're meant for us readers to interpret these things ourselves with scans, statement, and pure evidence from the comic itself. So, yeah, there's going to be a million interpretations because not everybody sees everything the same. And there's a million different writers writing this stuff. So, yeah, stuff changes. And with that being said, let's get into it. The Marvel Universe is infinite in size without a true upper limit. How do we figure out this number? Well, fear not, my fellow comic book lovers. Due to Marvel themselves, a while back ago, when they had the storyline of the BC Avengers from way back in the BC era, there is a scan where Starbrand Hawk mentions that his cosmic awareness has stretched as far as 1 trillion light years away. Just off that, we actually have something to work with. Now, we can say on a limb that one single Marvel universe is 2 trillion light years wide as a minimum. So, conclusion as of now, one single Marvel universe is 2 trillion light years wide as a minimum. Now, how do we find the number that we're looking for and how? Well, we would have to multiply 2 trillion light years by how many universes there is in the Marvel multiverse. And while I thought this was going to be difficult, it actually wasn't. I checked the Marvel wiki and they actually have a Earth called 28 744 923 048 932, which at that bare minimum means that Marvel has 28 plus trillion known universes. Now that we got that in the clear, we can definitely figure out the bare minimum of the Marvel multiverse itself. Now that we know the length of one universe plus how many there is as of known today, we can now see how big the Marvel multiverse actually is. I'm going to multiply the size of the universe with how many there is so far. When I do the math of 2 trillion light years times 29 trillion universes, by the way, it's safe to say that you can round up at this point. If you do the math correctly, as you're probably following along and you're a fellow nerd like me, I'm not the greatest at doing math, So my math is probably off, wrong. Who knows? I mean, I'm using a calculator on my phone and I'm doing the best I can. So, with that being said, you don't really get a number, you get more of a scientific notion. And that notion has to be broken down and turned into a number. And you're probably wondering, well, how the hell do we do that? Fear not, my friends. I'm going to do it for you. You don't have to. I'm going to break it down. The notion that we get when we do 2 trillion light years times 29 trillion, we get the notion of 5.8 e plus 25. And you're probably wondering, what the hell did you just say? Well, fear not, my friend. In layman's term, converting that into a number would be 58 septillion. Yes. So, as a lot of you might not know, you always got to move the decimal into the left until there's no zeros. And guess what? When you do that over here, you get 58 septillion. This means that at a bare minimum, the Marvel multiverse is 58 septillion light years wide. You guys wouldn't even be able to begin to process how absurd that is. Okay? That is absurd. Well, as of now, the conclusion that we have is that the Marvel multiverse is approximately 58 septillion light years wide minimum. Because, like they say, every multiverse, every universe always keeps expanding. So, this is all a bare minimum. Not the maximum, but a bare minimum, which is just fucking ridiculous if you ask me. Now, for shits and giggles, I want to figure out how much it weighs. So, how will we do that? Well, by multiplying the number of universes with the mass of one universe will surely give us the answer. And while we know one universe is 2 trillion light years wide, that would mean that the weight of one universe would be about 3.20 sextillion, however hell you say that damn number, because it's freaking huge. Sextillion metric tons. I think that's how you say it. I probably butchered it, and if I did, I am so sorry. Bet by multiplying 29 trillion with 3.20 decillion, however how you say that stinking number, you won't get a regular number if you multiply that, but you should get the notion of 9.28 e plus 64, which in layman's terms, when you turn that into a number, comes out to 92.8 vegetillion metric tons. I don't even know what the hell that number is, but that's what I got on the calculator. When I broke it down, that's what I got. 92.8 vegetillion metric tons. That's how much the Marvel multiverse weighs. That is fucking absurd if you ask me, okay? This is ridiculous, okay? Like, oh my god. In conclusion, the Marvel multiverse weighs approximately 92.8 vegetillion metric tons at a minimum, and in width, it is 58 septillion light years wide. With that being said, one single Marvel universe is 620 trillion times the size of our observable universe. To even put these numbers together and not sound ridiculous was so hard. But man, I was expecting even more crazier numbers. But I would say that the Marvel multiverse is indeed fucking huge. And you know who's gonna have a ball
with this video, if they get their hands on it, if they even see these videos, power scalers are gonna have a ball with this because there's literally characters out there with universal to multiversal busting and lifting freaking power. So yeah, take my numbers as you wish and scale a character that has lifted a universe, destroyed a universe, picked up a multiverse, anything you want. Use these numbers. Because I'm pretty sure my numbers are pretty freaking accurate. I mean, this is literally coming from the source of the comics itself. Not me just spitballing out numbers and stuff like that. Sources from the comic itself. Man, I was not expecting the Marvel multiverse to be this freaking big. Sorry to say, other universes out there, that nobody, none of you other comic book universes or even anime universes even stood a damn chance when it came to Marvel. The only other universe that I can see outdoing any of these numbers in all reality would be DC, just because it's older. And I probably doubt that it's going to be this freaking huge. DC might actually be smaller. We'll see when I do the video on DC and see what happens. I'm also going to have one coming out for Dragon Ball as well. Okay, I hope you guys like these videos and make sure to like and subscribe. I'm gonna have one for DC coming out, and I'm gonna have one for Dragon Ball coming out as well, because those are my other two favorite verses. Man, is the Marvel multiverse freaking huge and weighs a freaking ton, okay? It's crazy. Make sure you guys stay tuned, show me support, and I hope that these scripted videos are way better for you guys, and I hope you guys like them. May y'all have a blessed day. Your boy, Super Salar, out you.